Ninamani, Peter and I are here today to talk about the recommendations from the Royal Commission. As we meet, we're on the land of the Kaurna people, but those of you viewing may be on the lands of a number of First Nations peoples. Wherever you are, we acknowledge the elders, past, present and emerging, their particular relationship with the land, and the hope that we will continue to find reconciliation with them through our actions. Peter, the recommendations from the Royal Commission have been quite long-ending. Some of them are generational, but I think that one of the things we should talk about today is not worrying about the things that are going to take some time to do, but how we as a community can respond now to people with disability.
Because your task has been to see all of those recommendations and then ask yourself, how might we engage with this?
I mean, certainly for some of the agencies within the Uniting Church, areas of employment and accommodation are going to create some concern and some deal of work, but just at the local level, at the level of congregations and faith communities who are dealing with people with a range of disabilities, I think it's really important for us to think about how, as those local communities of Christ, that we can actually make the exposure, make the engagement with those communities more effective and more helpful and more positive for people with disability. Not to say that they probably aren't already, but inadvertently we might put up barriers from time to time, and I think that if anything, if we can not second guess, but if we can actually start to give ourselves permission to ask questions of people who perhaps are just a little bit different to ourselves, then that might be a good idea. So I was going to say that the thing is, of course, everybody's different from one another, and I think that's probably a good thing for us to do, regardless of whether we're dealing with people with disability or not. But certainly, when we're dealing with people with disability, it's probably a helpful device.
And we are here, I think, Bruce, both of us are here because we truly believe the church has something to contribute and can engage with this in a constructive way.
Yes.
So hence the videos.
Yes.
So Bruce, can you think of an example of a congregation or someone that you went, oh, that's interesting, that's an interesting angle? Is there an example?
Well, look, I guess this isn't necessarily on topic, but I'm really grateful that the Uniting Church didn't say, oh, he's blind, so we won't get him to do such and such or so. I mean, I've been fortunate to be able to be active within the life of the wider church over a long period of time, both at assembly, synod, presbytery and congregational level. And I'm really grateful to the people who have assisted the access to information and to place that has meant that I've been able to contribute, hopefully positively most of the time, but certainly participate fully as I'm able to in each of those particular areas.
Yes, yeah, that's A great insight, a great characteristic then that we've managed to land it. And I guess I think you and I are in agreement that the congregations and our councils are capable of doing this. But our question is, well, what's next? What might we learn or derive so we can continue that improvement and drawing people in?
Yeah, and look, the thing is that I don't think that we should beat ourselves over the head, or we shouldn't make it difficult for ourselves. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If you become aware of a particular need within your community, within your congregation, then think about how the congregation and perhaps how you as an individual might be able to make simple changes to enable that engagement to be more positive.
Bruce, thank you for your time.